I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at Action Comics 991. Is Superman ready for this final showdown with his father, Mr.OZ, or will this battle take from him more than anything else? Well, let's hop on in together and find out. So, picking up from where the last issue left off, Jor-El had come to Superman and Lois with Jonathan in tow. Apparently, he'd been able to convince the young Superboy about the coming destruction of Earth. This really ticks off Superman, who, as you can understand, has had really about it up to here right now with evil villains trying to seduce his son to the dark side. What's compelling though is that through all of this, Jor-El says the work he's done as Mr.OZ was never actually evil. He never forced anyone to do any bad things in his name. He only put normal, regular, everyday people in situations where they could choose between good and evil, and sadly more chose evil than good. In a last-ditch effort to truly try and make Superman understand what he's been trying to accomplish, Jor-El transports Superman to his tower hideout, a strange otherworldly place gifted to him by his master, who's probably Dr. Manhattan, but we don't know that for sure just yet. What we do know is that this weird tower prison exists outside Hypertime. It's also a place where lost souls kind of congregate. Superman still refuses to believe that this guy could be his father, and as such decides to smack him in the chops, only when he does so, he notes that it feels a lot like punching another Kryptonian. It's right around here too Jor-El decides he's had enough of Superman being such a belligerent child, and that if he's not going to listen to reason, well, Daddy is going to have to deliver a little bit of tough love. He opts to do this by pulling out one last terrifying trump card from his arsenal, and that is kryptonite-laced laser vision. Yeah, it seems that the explosion on Krypton actually managed to give Jor-El some new abilities. He took the shards of his dead planet inside him, and because of that, he's able to use it like a weapon. The two continue to fight their way around the tower, and Superman sees some rather disturbing sights, one being the prison where Mr. Mxyzptlk was being held, once again confirming that this guy really is his father and really is the evil puppet master who's been messing with his life the last couple years. Superman especially doesn't know how to process things like Metallo's kryptonite heart or Doomsday in bondage. Jor-El says that everything he's done is to try and protect his son from those who would want to hurt him most. It's right around this time Superman decides to make one hell of a gamble. He grabs that staff that Jor-El has been carrying around with him. The staff has been exhibiting some strange otherworldly energy signatures, and Jor-El indeed confirms that it was a gift from his master, both to power him up but to also keep him under boot. You see, the kryptonite that's in Jor-El's body is very close to his brain, and it's slowly killing him. The staff allows him to manage the pain and the sickness. But when Superman breaks it, he starts getting weak all over again, but at the same time he manages to shake off a little bit of his master, assumedly Dr. Manhattan's control. He tries to apologize for what he's done, saying that he's sorry, that he knows deep down his son will make the right choice, and then he disappears in a giant blue light. Not at all unlike how Batman lost his father in the Button storyline. Methinks that was intentional. Superman returns to his family, saying that he's won the battle, but the war to come will almost certainly be 100 times worse. He also doesn't believe Jor-El is dead, but that he still needs to be saved wherever he is, both from himself and from other evil forces. As the comic winds down, Lois asks her husband if Jor-El was correct, if the world truly is as screwed as he believes, and if there is anything they can do about it. Superman only says that he has work to do and then leaves. So that was Action Comics, everybody, and overall it was a hell of a conclusion to what ended up being one hell of a story arc. I do love getting to see Jor-El as a conflicted, layered, and often sympathetic bad guy. He's really kind of the perfect foe for Superman at this point in his history. This story also probably puts in more work than just about any other, laying the groundwork for Doomsday Clock, which will be here before we know it. You can really see the love and attention to detail they put into this story, and it's so fulfilling to see it all come together like it has. It is perhaps a little disappointing to see that Superboy looked like he was going to play a much bigger role in this story, only for him to kind of be shoved aside for the grand conclusion. All the same though, what was good was very good about it, and it's just another reason that if you're not reading the Superman books right now, you should absolutely start, because it's totally where it's at DC right now. I would give this one a
9 out of 10. So that's the video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, want to check out some of the other videos I have available from the channel, then you can follow me on social media at CapeJoel, so you're always up to date on what I'm doing next. And hey, if you like what I do, want to support the channel, and want to reap some rewards at the same time, then you should become a patron. Patrons get exclusive access to videos and content before anyone else, and they can do so for as little as $1 a month. So until next time, everyone, this has been CapeJoel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again later. Bye-bye.